word of encouragement today. Let me turn this down and off. I wanted to come in today to be a word of encouragement for somebody that is in the midst of the best days of our lives, right? Some of the best days of our lives don't feel like it. Happy Saturday. For those that don't know who I am, hello, Mother. Love you. Hello, Mr. Elliott. Blessings to you. I'm Nekia Foxx from Nekia Foxx & Company, where I help amazing women and men transform from the inside out. It's all about your foundation, right? Your foundation of belief, your foundation of faith, your foundation of self, your foundation of literally everything that you think in your mind is what really transforms your life. So you guys, come on in. I wanted to be a word of encouragement for somebody. Blessings, Laura. How are you today? Blessings, blessings, blessing. I haven't seen everybody in so long. I feel like mwah, 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 mwah. You know, hey, mwah, mwah, mwah. Blessings, everybody. But I wanted to come on today and say, you must do whatever it takes, whatever that is for you to be well. For a large part of this year, I was literally getting myself together, because we get at points in our lives where we have to reevaluate, we have to recalibrate, and we have to clarify the things in which we are to be doing and are about on our journey. And hey, Mother, yeah, I'm serious. I was about to stay in the house and I was like, I gotta get on now. It's time to get on out. Thank you guys for sharing this video on out. Thank you. But I want to tell you, do whatever it takes on this journey. A lot of times the success of things, blessings, Patricia, so many times we're looking to the left and looking to the right, and we're seeing so many people doing different things, and we're like, oh, I'm behind, or this should be happening in my life at X, Y, and Z time, and I'm doing whatever it takes, especially when you're a person that you know you're doing whatever it takes. You're doing the work. You're putting in the actions. Thank you. Thank you. My mother made these. My mother made these. You know, the creatives come from creatives. Literally, when you are putting in the work, it's all about the work. When you are putting in the work, that's your foundation. It's not about when people see things on the outside and when it actually comes into fruition in our reality, it's after you've put in a lot of fundamental foundational work in your life. That's after you've literally put in a whole lot of sacrifices and time. You've put in a whole lot of energy, without seeing any reward. Let's get that. Without seeing any reward. And a lot of times you'll be working on things that you're expecting to get monetary return instantly. That's not how it works. The external things come after the internal investment. We must sacrifice a lot of time, energy, and belief on our journey. And a lot of times we're going to think that a lot of things should be happening when it's only the season of setting your foundation that you can learn how to be consistent when you don't see it. When you can learn how to be consistent and determined when you don't feel like doing it. When you can learn how to literally press through when you're at your last. When, you know, that's when it's molding you into being the person that you're destined to be. When your bank account looks like it's going lower and lower and lower, and the demands on you and the things in which you have to pay out are going higher and higher and higher, you still got to go at that thing with a smile. You still got to go at that thing with the same amount of zeal as when you first started on your journey. You must do whatever it takes, is the point. I'm telling you all, we are in the best seasons of our lives. By the end of this summer, a lot of individuals, I'm telling you, people are going to be calling your phone saying, I've been watching you. Listen here, I've been seeing your platform. I've been seeing the work you've been doing for this X, Y, and Z. I've been seeing your journey. Listen here, I've been studying you for a while. Listen here. But remember, those that invest in you are looking at you and your journey before they even encounter you. So put in the work and don't stop, and do whatever it takes to make sure you are well, because you're not good for anybody if you don't take care of yourself. Listen, burnout is real, and a lot of times we can be going at it and going at it and going at it, but His grace is sufficient. He'll make sure you get every single thing you need. And I thank God for being able to be the ultimate provider and the ultimate investor in every single thing that I've ever done in my life, because when I tell you, when it's times that I'm like, how in the world am I making it? He makes sure those commas stay in those accounts. He makes sure that I tell people I don't look at a lot of things right now in this season of my life because it would probably scare me if I looked at what it really takes for me to keep things running. It would literally probably just terrify me if I looked at the numbers in which it takes to keep this vision going. But I know he keeps it going. And I know it's already handled. Can anybody raise their hand and say debt free? Do you know that he can do it in a blink of an eye? And let me tell you, don't look at what you need. Look at what you know he has done before your life. Don't look at that it looks like it's coming to a this or a that. Look at all the things that he's always, every single time you like, I'm so tired, Lord. I guarantee you that's when he came through. The final hour seasons is when God shifted that thing in a blink of an eye. You can be at your lowest and God can replenish you just like this. Do whatever it takes on your journey. I'm telling you. You guys, I have seen some things in my short 38 years. And I'm grateful for those experiences because those are the things that I can look back on and I know that God is real. He has so many things in store for our lives, but we must be willing to do whatever it takes. Just like Elijah and Elisha, he was willing to follow Elijah wherever he went. He was willing to do whatever it took just to be a witness of the glory in which Elijah was doing. He was willing to do blessings, Clemmy Hill, blessings, brother. He was willing to do the work. Are you willing to be a witness of somebody else's blessings? Are you willing to go on your journey when it looks like it's low? Are you willing to keep, do you know how, listen, I've been an entrepreneur now for the last 13 years. Do you know how many times I was like, you know what? I think it's best for me just to go get 6 figures and do a 9 to 5. But I know God has millions and billions on my name. I know he has it for me. Do you know how easy it will be for me to get a 9 to 5? It's easy. Like so many times in our lives, we have to be willing to stay in that uncomfortable place. It's like, when you work for yourself, you do double the work that you would normally do working a 9 to 5. You got to put in that work. Listen here. You have sleepless nights. You have projects that have deadlines on it. You have times when your mental thought process, you so burnt out, not physically, but mentally. Do you know what the energy that it takes to bring a vision to life takes a lot of mental agility, which takes on a lot of energy internally, which drains you. It's a lot to be able to carry the load of worrying about, I have assistants, I have overheads, 2 different buildings. I have a lot of, do you know what it takes? And I'm one person, but God grace is sufficient. But I know, listen here, I know by the end of the year, my life would be totally different than what it is now. I actually have a couple milestones. I got a book, a collaboration coming out at the end of this month. So this week coming up, we have God Doesn't Want You to Be Broke will be coming out with 20-something amazing individuals, wealthy, that's telling you all the different, their insights. Because sometimes it's our mindset and the connection in reference to wealth and money. So many times I hear people say, well, it ain't all about money, but you cannot have impact without money. A lot of times the things in which you want to do, the people that you need to help don't have the money. The people that need to be able to be poured into, normally they don't have the money. So you need money to bless a life. You need money to have a voice. You need money to make an impact in this world, and God has given us the gifts to be able to do that. And if you do what you need to do to create systems to be able to receive the wealth, the Lord will continue to bless you. And listen here, hey, Lachey Wilson, so it's a book coming out this week. So look out for God Doesn't Want You to Be Broke. I have a graduation ceremony tomorrow. You guys will see live what the graduation is. I'm so excited for that chapter. I have a couple other projects that hopefully will be done in the next couple months. I have so many things that I want to share, but I wanted to come on today just to encourage somebody. Do whatever it takes. If you got to take the time off, completely off, so that you can get your mind right, do whatever it takes. If you have to invest your last penny in your vision, do whatever it takes, because listen here, God will give it back to you. If you have to sacrifice some of your time and sleep in order to go to school and get that extra degree, do whatever it takes for the vision and the dreams that He's placed in your heart. You must be willing to go all the way and see it all the way through. This thing is not easy. I don't want, we look at Facebook and Instagram posts and we see all the pretty sides of everything. Blessings, thank you, blessings. We see all the pretty sides of what people choose to show about their journeys, but it's real. And you have to understand that you are really ready for it as well. God has chosen you for your journey. Listen here, I am Miss Florida 2019. I thank every single sponsor that has gone on the link and clicked. If it was $25 or $100 or $200 or $1,000, I thank every single person that was willing to support and is willing to support me on this journey, because when I tell you, I'm passionate about helping others on their journey, and I know that God is allowing each and every one of us, because if the vision that God has for you requires only you, that is not from God. That's one thing that has clarified a lot of things in my life. If everything that you are doing only requires you, that's not of God, because you can't get to where you're going by yourself. You're not designed to be in a bubble. Your vision is to help others. Your purpose on this earth was to make way for others. Your purpose on this earth was to literally be of service. Our purpose is so much bigger than us. And when we know that it's bigger than us, is when you can literally get the clarity in it. And then you come from a place of concern and compassion and understanding that it requires you to sometimes take some time off so that you can heal on another level. I keep always talking about healing, because in order to be in leadership, in order to be in the high rankings and the high places, you have to be healed, because you're going to meet so many different personalities that if you're not here, they're going to trigger you. And then your lower self will be responding and reacting, which will then water down and dilute what you're really there for. Listen, we are not here to hurt people. We are here to help people. And that requires a level of healing. Thank you for coming on in. Every single level of your life requires a new level of you. Every single level. Stay away from people that like staying the same, because you will forever be a student. You will continuously forever be growing. You will continuously forever be healing. You will continuously forever be transforming. Thank you, Mother, for the hearts. You will continuously be investing. It's a continuous process. It never ends until you finish and you close your eyes. You will never stop being a student. You will never stop at this thing. It's an ongoing journey. So don't ever put in your mind, and I met so many people that I'm like, yeah, you might have stopped at 20, but then you see people that they've been stubborn and stuck in their ways, and they're actually dying internally before they even die. That's why you get the bitterness. That's why you get all that rage and anger, because internally their spirit is so upset that they did not transform and continue the process, that it is causing literally health issues in their body. It's causing so many disconnects in their relationships. It's causing so much turmoil in their life, because they chose to stop on the journey of continuously learning and growing and being the person that God has destined them to be. You guys, I want to tell you that this journey is set up for us to do nothing but win. We must be willing to do whatever it takes. I want you to look me in the eye. Every single person on this live broadcast. And if you have a friend that wants to, go back to school or start a business or anything that they want to start something new, tell them this is their season. We are all every single one of us is at a clean slate. Aren't you feeling it? That you have a level of clarity that you did not have before? Aren't you feeling the level of release? The illusions are gone. The illusions of life are gone. You literally can make this thing whatever you want it to be at this point. You've done all the hurting. You've done all. Now it's reward season if you're willing to put in the work. God is allowing us the opportunity to be whomever we want to be. Listen, everything is in alignment. Do whatever you need to do to become the person that God has destined you to be. And let me tell you, you have every single thing. Somebody need to hear this. It ain't nothing you need to get from the outside, or it's nothing that you need to get from over here, or looking for this validation over here, or need somebody to support you over here. Understand that every single thing you need is already in the inside of you. Understand that it is billions and trillions. It's so many people on this earth that have not met you yet. Understand that your pain has a purpose. Understand that he's going to reward you for your sacrifice. Understand that is a next generation that is waiting on your victory. Listen here. It's the next generation that needs to see whole and healed people. It's the next generation that needs to see productive, order-led families. It's the next generation that needs to understand nothing but wealth and abundance. They know nothing about lack. It's the next generation that needs to witness. It's all about being a witness. They need to witness. Kids only repeat what they see. They need to see the chocolate men and women that look like them be able to what? Go forth boldly. They need to see early. Listen, blessings. The next generation needs to see what this thing is really about. Heaven on earth. He said you can have as it is in heaven as it is on earth. They need to witness what God is doing and what he's saying in the Bible. They need to witness it on living, breathing vessels that are right before them. You are the Harriet Tubman of your family. You are the Malcolm X of your family. You are the one. Listen. You get to determine it. Depending on what you're willing to do. Do not stop in this race. Remember, it's not about the one that finished quick. It's the one that endured to the end. It's all about finishing the process, going all the way through it when it don't feel like it. And I'm coming from straight truth. I've been in this thing on personal development and journeys and independence and for a long time. And listen, you are a warrior, and you must be a warrior to be able to succeed in this thing. It's mind over matter. Feelings have nothing to do with anything. How you feel is fickle. It changes. You must strengthen your mind and your mindset. You must understand that God is already giving you the victory over this thing. Listen, even when you feel like it should have happened by now, he still already gave you the victory over this thing. It's some things in my life that I'm like, Jesus, I done invested on a whole nother, I done almost paid for it. When is it about to come? But when I tell you, I know that he has surrounded me around so many powerhouses that I would have never met if I would not have started the journey. He has connected me to so many amazing vessels across this earth that if I would have never started walking on my journey, I would have never encountered. I'm grateful just to be connected to each and every single one of you all, because when I tell you, it's nothing but just glory. It's nothing but self-awareness and self-assurance. That is powerful. When you can meet other vessels on this earth that know who they are, not trying to duplicate anybody, but be the best that they are. Remember, it's you versus you. This is a whole game, and only you can play your game like you are supposed to play your game. Nobody can play your game for you, and nobody can end your game before it's supposed to be ended. That's the beauty of it. It's designed just for you. So you guys, on this beautiful Saturday, I thank you all. Hello to Desiree Lee, the author of authors. When I tell you, she is an amazing woman. Mr. Kurt Myers, thank you for coming on in. Entrepreneur of Entrepreneurs, the house guru, the home guru. When I tell you, it's so many amazing people on this. Hey, Cynthia Smith, blessings, beautiful. When I tell you, God is going to bless you and your family. I can't see everybody else, but God is going to bless you and your family like never before. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. When I tell you, he's going to literally show up and show out, not next year, but this year. Not next year, but this year. God is going to bless your life. You must believe it. And you must be willing to do the work, because guess what, you guys? It's reward season. The opportunities are looking and about to knock you down. The phone calls are about to blow your phone up. The increase is on its way. A lot of things used to be, oh, it's coming. It's here now. We are in the season. I just wanted to be of encouragement to somebody that is on their journey and it's like, oh, it's one of those days. Listen here, you have the power to shift it. It's either shift or be shifted. You have the power to shift it however you need it to be going in your life. He's given us the power. Just like he gave us free will, he gave us the power to do the unbelievable, the unthinkable, the unimaginable on this earth. So you are ready for this season. You are ready for this journey. I'm so serious. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful and just ready to see how all of these things unfold in each and every one of our lives. But to be encouraged today, do whatever it takes to make sure you're well so that you can maximize your journey. Be willing to put in the work. Be willing to sacrifice. Be willing to learn how to restructure and get the discipline, and be willing to go outside your comfort zone. Understand that this is the season of the new unknown territory. So if you're still doing the things you've already been doing and knowing, that means you're out of alignment. This is the time that we're going to be doing things that we've never done before. This is the time that we're going to be literally embracing the fuzziness when you're walking into these board rooms, when you're going up and being willing to. This is the time of the big ask. Have you heard of the thing say the big ask? Are you bold enough to ask for what you really want? When somebody says, how may I help you? How can we help you? You must be willing to do the big ask. That takes a lot of self-belief, right? To know that I deserve it, first of all, whatever I'm asking for. And to also have a level of belief to know that I believe that God has already provided me every single thing I need. Get ready for the big ask, because you're going to be placed in front of faces that are going to ask you, how can I help or support the vision and the journey that you're on? How can I help you on your journey? This is the season where he's sending people from north, south, east, and west to help you on your journey. You don't have to do it alone, and you weren't designed to do it alone. He's sending the ones that already have the provision to be able to bless you on your, especially when you know you've been a giver, especially when you know you've been a person that you always, and then it's hard for givers to actually receive. But I'm telling you, learn how to do this. This is what I've been learning how to do. Let me show you. And I was like, at first my hands was like, at first my hands would not stay open. It was like I was so used to this and this. Listen, you have to be willing to receive. You have to be willing to be humble. This is the position right here of humility. I didn't know that until it was hard for me to literally sit like this in meditation and say, Lord Jesus, I receive, and my hands are open to all that you have in store for me in this life. I mean, they kept on going like this. They kept on trying to close. Try to see how your hands are. People that always asking, normally it's easy for them to stand like this. But when you are used to always giving, it was hard for me. And I had to literally say, that is a posture of humility. That is a posture of pride is gone. That is a posture of I surrender. That is a posture of, listen here, Lord, whatever you should have for me, my hands are open to do and receive it. Try it and see what happens in your life. Be in a position of humility, please, and thank you kindly. Try it and see what happens in your life. God has so much for us. Woo, woo, woo. So you guys, thank you. I'm your Miss Florida 2019, Nekia Foxx from the Transformation Place, where I help amazing women and men transform from the inside out in beauty, business, and building, right? For those that don't know who I am a general contractor. So I can build from a house, a home, a road, to a commercial building, right? So a woman of many facets, right? Until I own a salon downtown Orlando. I've been doing hair for over 20 years. I'm starting up a couple new projects. I'm a best-selling author. I literally am a life coach and a business coach. I'm a strategist. So many things that I am of service to. And I'm so excited to help this next generation have the resources and the tools. It's nothing like not knowing how to do X, Y, and Z. And when you can provide the answer to all the question marks to a lot of people so that they can actually listen here, you need to call X, Y, and Z. Listen here, you need to do 1, 2, and 3. Listen here, that can change the whole life of an individual when you literally can hand them the roadmap to the things in which they just didn't know how to do it. Like a child not knowing, I don't know how to, I'm so excited to help coming up all these young kids that's in high school, make sure I had 9 scholarships when I went off to college. My parents didn't have to pay for a thing. I want to give all of that information to every single child that is going off to school. Listen here, your grades is your money. Listen here, if you get your grades, you have the money. Listen here, I want to be able to show them the steps in which if their parents don't know. Listen here, it's people that have graduated from college and have had multiple scholarships to be able to tell the next generation how to get this money. It's so much out here for us. The same way with buying a home, to tell the next set of people that have, I wish. No, this is what you need to do to get yourself in position to buy a home or to build a home. If you want to start a business, I don't know. No, this is all you need to do. It's so simple. But to be able to provide resources and tools to so many people that just don't know is what I look forward to being able to do, because I know it will make a difference when you don't have to guess anymore. When you can know the exact steps to follow, it's right there for you, is what I've worked so hard to be able to do. That's why I've gone to so many conferences. That's why I've been trained by so many different millionaires to be able to know how to do what I did not know how to do, so that the next generation does not have to guess or wonder or hope. All they have to do is follow the steps in which is right here available for us to do. From, for me, it's the beauty industry. You like doing hair, listen here, baby. You want to open up your own salon, this is what you need to do. You want to maximize and create multiple streams of income, you want to be able to make money in your sleep, this is what you need to do. You see where it's going? Listen here, you don't know what you want to do, let's get you into trade school. Let's be able to get you these certifications before you go there so you can be able to maximize. I like to strategize in life, and I like to do multiple things so they work for me while I'm doing something else, right? So at the end of the day, it all comes together. We have to learn how to be multifaceted. We have to learn how to embrace pressure. That's why I'm so excited about the new project that I'm working on to help the youth to be able to learn how to maximize their gifts from an early age, to be able to be in alignment with their purpose from an early age, to be able to learn how to embrace pressure, because life is about problem solving and pressure. How well do you problem solve, and how well do you respond to pressure? Because that's how it goes. It's a continuous problem solving and pressure. Those that have learned how to embrace a certain level of pressure and are great problem solvers normally make better decisions. Those that run away from pressure and are not good problem solving normally stay stuck. And we have to get out of that we have to get out of that trajectory and literally place ourselves in environments early. Kids need to be in environments early when they can learn how to be great problem solvers, great critical thinkers, and to do what? Know how to embrace a certain level of pressure, because pressure is good. Just like how the olive has to what? Under pressure, that's how the oil comes out, how the anointing comes out, how God refines you by pressure under situations. The same way it happens in life. It's a continuous process. You guys can tell I missed you all. I'm on here running my mouth. I also, just before I got on off, want to be a word of encouragement to somebody that is so scared to get on Facebook Live. Listen here, I remember what was it, 2 years ago, I can run my mouth. And I will be getting paid millions in a little bit to run my mouth. But when I tell you, I was literally just petrified about getting on Facebook Live. It was a level of vulnerability, and I was like, what in the world is happening? Anything you do in life, if you just start, I guarantee you it will get easier and easier. You see how I can just talk now and be all up in the camera, and I come on here with makeup, without makeup, with hair done, without hair done, because it's about the purpose. You have to be comfortable within yourself. Just start the process. Whatever the process is in your life, I guarantee you it will get easier and easier and easier. I used to couldn't talk on Facebook Live for 2 minutes without breathing hard and feeling like I'm about to ventilate. And guess what? Now I can run my mouth all day long on this thing, because what? You just have to start. It's all about the start. Just be willing to start. The things in which we're running from are the things in which we need to embrace and cultivate and become excellent at. The things in which you know you are good at, just start doing it. And you'll get, thank you, Shireen, and you'll get better and better and better at it. It'll get easier and easier and easier. I was working with a young lady, and I said, listen here, I remember when a young lady came to me and could not curl hair. She was like, I can't curl hair like you. I said, listen here, honey, it's called repetition. Anything you do repetitively, you get good at it. Anything you do over and over again, you get good at it. Don't look at people end result after they've done it for who knows how long and behind closed doors. You're seeing the end result of repetition. You're like, oh my God, how are they doing that? I can't do that. Listen, they just started and got good at it. If you start, I guarantee you, you'll get good at it. The same way if we was to start saving money, I guarantee you more and more will start going in the account. The same way you can transfer money into your account, I guarantee you more and more start adding up the same exact way. Next thing you know, the people will say, how did I get this amount of money? I didn't even notice I had it, because it's repetition. Start at it. Blessings, Korea. Blessings, Shireen. Miss you too. Start the process. Whatever it is in your life, start it. I guarantee you will get good at it. Just like this Facebook Live, just like it was with me curling hair, just like I just started the process and I got better and better and better at it. And that goes for anything in our lives. Last year was a year that I was learning how to be more vulnerable and learning about being able to receive and give love on a level in which scared me. And when I tell you, it has changed my life. Because the level of freedom that I have now, I could not have gotten until I was willing to start the process. Sometimes we don't know how many layers and walls we have up in our lives that have created barriers for us to receive love and to give love. And you are nothing but love. And when we are afraid of it, that's something in your spirit that should signal it is your time to embrace it. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can harm you. You've made it through so much that tried to take you out. Nothing will ever get rid of you. And once you embrace that and understand that I don't no longer have to be defended, offended, I don't no longer have to literally be protecting myself and guarding myself. I know, hey, Yanni, hey, I no longer, thank you. I no longer have to do any of those things, and just allow yourself to be free to love and receive love. And I guarantee you, everything that you've been looking for in your life is looking for you, and it comes, and you attract all the love, you attract all the abundance. Remember, the abundance and overflow is it connected to that level of energy of free giving love and receiving. That means your hand is like this, your heart is like this, and guess what? Everything comes in. Wherever you go, people are like, oh my gosh, you're just you're a glowing. Oh, who are you? Everything you need is connected to being willing to give and receive love, and that costs you nothing. Listen, we have to stop being afraid of the things in which we're supposed to thrive off of, from the inside and the outside. Stop being afraid of the things that you are supposed to thrive in. Stop being afraid of the things that you are born to thrive in. You're born to be wealthy, your birthright, meaning that you don't have to do nothing to be wealthy, meaning your birthright is already yours. You just have to put in the work. You don't have to do nothing for the Lord to love you. You don't have to do nothing for you to be you and only you. So many times people are duplicating other people and forgetting that it's only one you. You see this fingerprint right here? God created you with your set of fingerprints, just like he created with those fingerprints, only your journey that only you can do. Nobody can steal it. Nobody, I used to be like, I'm shut my door when I used to be at the salon because I had techniques that a lot of other individuals were not doing at that time. And I was like, shut that door at the salon, and I'm not showing them, and I'm not doing no other stylist hair, because if I do their hair, they're gonna be trying to learn all my stuff. And this was about 12 years ago, until I had an epiphany. Listen here, you're not put on this earth to keep the things in which God has gifted you with. You're put on this earth to freely give. That's how you freely receive. See, the enemy wants us to stay stuck up here, like thinking we got to hold on and harbor. If I show them this, they go do this, and if I do this, they go cut this. No, honey, that is fear. You're creating barriers for your own blessing. If you're like this with anything, or like this, meaning you're shutting off and feeling like you got to hide that element, you are also cutting yourself off from receiving that as well. What happens when you need that next hand up? What happens when you need somebody to give you that level of insight and wisdom that you can't pay for? What happens when you need the same thing in which you're saying, I'm not finna let them steal and show? They can't steal nothing from you. They can't do it like you do it. I don't care if they do the same thing. They can't do it like you do it. They can't do it like you're designed to do it. They can't wear it how you wear it. They can't see. You see how this thing go? Only you can do what you're put on this earth to do. They can't do what you do. You see how freeing that is? They can't rob you of your techniques, because only you can do your techniques. And guess what? Your thought process is going to come up with another project that's going to only require what you have come up with. So if they steal that, what they going to do next? They can't steal them. You get where I'm going? They can't do what only you are designed to do. And that's what set my soul free. And that's what allowed me to start receiving the blessings that God had for my life, when I understood that nobody can be Nekia Foxx. Nobody can't even come close to being Nekia Foxx, because Nekia Foxx is Nekia Foxx, and the same applies to you. And it's only one Nekia Foxx, and that's what you rest in. Nobody can do what the gifts thing that God has only given you to do. Nobody can do it like you are supposed to do it on this earth. Your impact, the way that you think, the way that you love, the way that you make people feel when they leave you, only you can do that. Only you can do that. And if you're in business, I want you to know that every dollar is not a good dollar. If you're in business, I want you to understand that people don't come from what you're selling. People come for you. So if you don't take the time to focus on being the best you that you can be, and allowing others to leave you feeling as though you have imparted something on their life, that's what they really paying for. They not paying for, it's good you gave them a good service. They really paying for you, and they're paying for how well that's why it's good for you to know who you are. Because when you can know who you are, and you can put some good stuff in this brain right here, and when you can read a little bit, and you can be able to go through some experiences so that you can tell somebody that comes around you something that can literally add to their lives, those people are coming back and they want to deal with you because you made them feel good. You helped them. Do you see how this thing is going? Once again, it's a being of service. It's being of love. All of this stuff is free. But it takes us to get healed to be able to live in that element. Because if not, we'll want to be shutting down and closing up and blocking off and putting a little, living in a straight bubble. I lived in a bubble for about 15 years of my life, until the Lord showed me that, listen, that's not, I didn't birth you for you to be in this isolation by yourself. You're not created to be in a world by yourself. It's so many people need to meet you, and everybody is not meant to vibe with you at that given time. And we have to stop assuming and taking stuff personal. Listen, blessings, stop assuming. Some people got some other stuff going on. If you meet them and they're not having a good day and they ain't speak well, send some love and blessings to them. That's not your problem. Don't take it personal. That's what has freed me. Everybody needs to get the book, The 4 Agreements. I think it's stop assuming. Don't take things personal. Always think of a positive way of whatever. It's always something positive out of every single scenario. And literally, it's one more thing to the 4 agreements. This is a new book that I came out today to read. Is the what? The Untethered Soul, right? Start reading a little bit. Get in the Word, get in the Bible, as we should on a daily basis. But start getting things in your spirit that allows you to be free and to live in freedom. Listen, God has blessed us with so much, so many gifts, that your gifting is just a pathway. It's literally, God gives us gifts just to be a pathway to meet his people on this earth and to be a blessing to. So he allowed me to do hair so I can meet thousands of women to sit in my chair, not for a hairdo, but for us to have an encounter. He allowed Charlotte to be able to cook the most amazing food. I mean, when I tell you, to be able to cook the most amazing food so that she can be able to, meet so many people across the earth. He allowed Charmin to be able to be a fashionista, beautiful as I don't know what, and so people can be like, oh, your hair's so pretty, or you get where this is going. He allowed us to have all these special things about ourselves, so that we can just have a hello to be able to introduce ourselves to meeting the people of this world. He allows Sharonda, to be such a sweet person that every time you see her smile, you're like, oh my gosh, she's so nice. He allows us these things about ourselves so that we can just have a hello in an entryway to be able to meet all the amazing people in this earth, because those are the things people are going to remember about you, the special, intricate things about you. He allowed Miss Linda to be so sweet, always, consistently beautiful and gorgeous and not aging. I mean, Miss Linda aged backwards, honey. She's been looking the same since I met her back in, I think, 05 or 06. The same. And that what opens the door for her gentle spirit to meet so many people. She allowed my mama to be one of the sweetest ladies on this earth that has never gotten an argument with anybody, so that they can know Miss Karen is just so nice, so that she can meet and make change lives in every single person she meets. You get where I'm going with this? He allows us to be the person that we are to be, just so we can have an introduction and a pathway to meet all the people in this earth, all the special things about you. I put on like earrings, and I'm always extra, and that allows me to meet so many beautiful people, because something on me is going to allow them to be like, or something in me is going to allow them to be like, I need to meet you. And then what? We never know what a hello can do for somebody. We never know what a bless you can do for somebody. We never know what a hug can do for somebody. We never know where that's going to lead. Listen, let's be free and let's do whatever we have to do to be well. That's the whole broadcast today. I thank you guys for joining on in with me and allowing me to share some of this lovely day. Today is my dad's birthday. This is the 5th year he has been gone. So earlier I was feeling, I was like, Lord Jesus, no, let me get on out this house. Let me get out, because I'm finally feeling back like myself. Just ready to take on this next season like never before. Sometimes in your life you have to completely stop and get off grid so that you can maximize. I've sacrificed so much money in this first 2 quarters of this year, and yes, I've been doing a lot, but I was supposed to do, in my mind, a whole lot more. But I had to use wisdom. I had to be willing for my bank account to go down low so that it can go all the way up. You get where I'm going? It's times in your life where you got to sacrifice a whole lot to be able to get even more that you just sacrificed, right? You got to know how to understand that your internal peace and you being well and taking care of your vessel so that your body can have energy, and learning how to exercise and eat right and get your mind right, so that when you encounter this next level of situations and opportunities and people, honey, listen here, baby, you ready for it. Your energy gonna be so ready. But if I wouldn't have took that time all the way off and got myself together, I could not be vibrant the way it feels so good that I feel right now in my soul. And all I can say is thank you, Jesus. I tell y'all, because you looking at somebody that was depressed for 10 straight years. You looking at a child, an adult that used to be a child that used to pick her hair out in patches because her nerves were so bad. You looking at an adult that used to sit down and just literally pick on her body for hours every single night, not one night, every single night. You you're looking at an adult that, yeah, I'm thriving, but I used to be a child that used to hide my food because the food made me feel good, right? Food made me feel good. So when you see people with eating disorders, you don't know where it came from. When you see people smiling for no reason, you don't know why they smiling. I'm finna tell you, listen here, I was depressed for 10 straight years, meaning that every single day I didn't sleep. When I tell you that every day, I had accomplishments. And yeah, because see, it's so many people that's around here with a lot of accomplishment and are miserable. And that's when you meet people that are rich, that's what? Miserable. You don't want to be one of them people. You don't want to be living like that. You're looking at somebody that had an addictive personality on so many levels that if I didn't get that under control, it was going to take my life somewhere that I knew I could not get out of. You're looking at somebody, listen, I like to tell the real of the thing. See, we got to tell the real of it. See, that's why when I meet kids that's ADHD or adults that they want to say bipolar, I know, listen here, I know the other side of it. When people, oh, you're so positive. This the same mind that people say is so positive and strong all the time. It's the same mind that the enemy used to fight day in and day out. That he wanted to take my mind. Listen here, this same mind that produces so many different amazing things is the same mind that I want to teach these kids that they saying ADHD, that they are geniuses. Listen here, baby, your brain moves faster than the average person. Don't let these people make you feel that something is wrong with you. And no, you can't sit down because what? You have a special gift and you need to learn how to use it the right way. That's what one of my purposes is to help those kids that they want to tell was bad. Oh, you so bad. No, they're not bad. To believe in themselves early from day one, because I had to tell grown people when I was little, no, I'm not. They wanted to tell me, oh, you bad. You so bad. No, I'm not bad. I am misunderstood and I feel unheard. That's why I don't care what you're saying right now, because you're trying to talk to me any kind of way. And I know what you're saying. My spirit feels what's really in you. And no, I'm not finna act like I don't see it. And no, I'm not scared. So get the belt, beat me, do whatever you got to do. But those same little kids is this adult version that is very successful and very nice and sweet. But it's because the Lord has healed me. Listen, I want them not to go through all the stuff I went through, because most of them don't make it out of it the right way. They end up in other situations. I want the little girls to understand that you ain't got to go out like that. I understand that this way this thing is happening. I understand that this is the way you feeling like this, and you don't know why you attracting all this stuff in your life in every single situation over and over and over and over again. When I tell y'all, when I used to attract some of the most horrific stuff in my life. And I used to be like, oh, Lord, like, until I had to look at within what in me, forget the people, what in me is attracting situations where I got to be going off every 5 minutes. Call Kia, she finna straighten them. Call this person, she finna straighten them. What in me is keep on attracting these dysfunctional relationships? Because, see, I want to help the next generation. You don't have to function in dysfunction and act like it's okay. You don't have to get, your norm ain't got to be learning how to love the same person you hate. You ain't got to live like that. Listen here, I want to help the next generation understand that I don't care what them people saying about you. You gonna do exactly what you believe in your mind to do. Listen here, I want the next generation, every single one of them babies that's sitting up here got to be shutting down and they got them on medication. I want them to understand. Listen here, I want them to understand you are brilliant. You are amazing, and we go get the help you need. And we're going to get you the tools to fight this thing. You will not be a statistic. You will not be what they're trying to make you to be. I don't care what done happened in your life. I don't care. I don't care what they are saying against you. I want the next generation of kids to understand early that they have, I want them to understand that they have the power. Listen, early. You have the power early to be whatever you want to be early. I want the next generation to understand that you have the power early. Listen, I'm so passionate about that. You have the power early to be whoever you want to be. Listen, I don't care what meds they want to put you on. I understand that you have eating disorders. I understand that you pick your hair out. I understand that you sit and eat this food and hide it under the bed. I understand that you low-key be having all these thoughts in your mind all the time. I understand that. Listen, I understand that. Ain't nothing's wrong with you. We just need to get you the proper tools to deal with your mind. We need to give you the proper tools to heal your heart. We need to put you in an environment that allows you to learn how to be creative. We need to put you in an environment that will allow you to learn how to thrive. We need to put you in an environment that will give you the tools to change that. You don't have to function in dysfunction no more. You don't have to normalize the things that hurt you and feel like, okay, I can deal with it. You don't have to become this strong, they say you so strong. Strong people didn't plan on being strong. Strong people had to learn how to be strong. Strong people didn't say, oh, I just want to be so strong. Strong people had to go through so much stuff to put up these walls so nobody can hurt them. Listen. Strong people didn't choose to have to be so, oh, you such a strong-minded young lady. She didn't choose to be strong-minded. She had to learn. She had to fight to learn how to be strong-minded because everybody told her she was the opposite. The other side of it. She had to learn how to be so strong-minded because if it was not, it would have broke her. It would have took her out of here. She had to learn how to be independent-minded because they rejected her. They never chose her. They always said she was the problem child. She had to learn how to do stuff on her own because nobody else was coming over here trying to help her. Come on now. Let's talk about this stuff that nobody want to talk about. Like, let's deal with it. It is okay. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. It's another side of this. And listen, see, when the enemy tried to take me a couple years ago when I was on top of that building trying to jump, listen, when the Lord made me hit that pavement that last time, he said, now is not the time. Because, see, the enemy knew that if she gets set free, she finna tell it all. I'm going to tell all the stuff that the people used to take to the grave. I'm going to tell all the stuff that nobody wanted to talk about. I'm going to tell all the stuff that people been hiding from, and that's why they around here leaving up out of here still depressed as an elder. I'm going to tell all the stuff. Exactly. Because people need to be set free. That's how I came up with the transformation place. You're not looking at somebody just from the outside. It can be all glitz and glamour. You're looking at a warrior that had to fight for her life, that had to fight for her mind, that had to fight for her peace, that had to fight for the good, the bad, and the ugly, that had to learn how to survive things that most didn't make it out of. Listen, we are in this thing together, and it's all about this next generation. They need the proper tools to be able to make it out of this thing. They need the proper tools to be able to eliminate the cycles in their life early. They need the proper resources to be able to end those different things and patterns that the generational curse. They need, listen. They need it. It ain't about telling all this cute stuff. It's about telling the truth. So that the next generation, listen, he says, do it for the next generation, not just with finances. You know, TD Jakes said something powerful. It's not what you leave your kids, it's what you leave in your kids. It's what we leave on this earth that's going to matter. What change are you making? What were you healed from that somebody else needs to hear your story so they ain't got to go through the same thing? What were you able to make it out of that another lady or another child is around here feeling like they need to leave their life? They feeling like this is it and it's too unbearable. What did you make it out of that can help another brother, listen here, get up out of it the right way, that they can learn how to generate income, the positive in the legal way instead of going, what did you make it out of? Somebody need to hear that. They don't just need to see, oh, you got money or you got this or you successful. They need to know what you made it out of. What did you survive? You don't get blessed for nothing. You had to survive something. Listen, the Lord don't give it to you just to be like, oh, you know, God is good and that's it. He don't do it for that reason. He do it for you to help somebody else. That's right, real life experiences. Listen here, baby girl, when this happened, you know, when you try to, listen, I want to talk real with them. You know, when this happened, you know, when the Bible tells us when you get delivered, and I want to tell them about deliverance, because listen, deliverance is the process. You don't just fall on the ground and get the sheets thrown on you and the oil slung on you, and then you just free from it. This thing is a process. You got to fight for your salvation. And then when you get your salvation and your cross, you got to keep on picking your cross up. Because sometimes we want to leave the cross down, and that thorn in your side that has you on the floor is still in there. And if you don't stay close to the Lord, guess what? It's going to rise up again. Listen, guess what? If you don't keep doing and keeping yourself covered, them same demons and them same spirits going to try to come back at you with all the friends and cousins and try to take you out even more. And listen here, if you don't know who you are and you don't learn no discernment, guess what? Them same people finna try to circle on back. They circle back every single time. They circle back every single time. The things in your life always circle back. They want to see if you really about what you really about. And when they circle back, that's why we got to kill that thing at the root. But the only way to kill it at the root is by truth. Listen, don't tell half of it, tell all of it. And you done experienced it so many times that you know the root of it, because until you get to the root of it is when it's going to leave. If you don't heal it from the that's why it's called the transformation place. That's why I deal with people on a one-on-one basis. No, and see, that's why this same mind that they used to say was special, and that's the same mind that's an engineer that can pull different concepts. When I listen to people, I can literally get to the root of their issues from hearing it, because I can relate. Is what I'm saying. The stuff that you went through ain't for you to hide, it's for you to relate, because it's like it's a radar. When you see another child that's molested and you sitting up there, you like, well, do you not see this baby? This baby is over here crying out for help, and you around here talking about, oh, she just acting out. No, she not. She's crying out for help. And then she can't trust the very people that's supposed to make her feel secure in her environment. So she ain't got nobody to tell it to. So she's shutting mentally everybody down so she can just survive growing up in the household. Because the very people that's supposed to make her feel protected, the very first people that's supposed to make her feel, she don't feel safe. And you know what that does to a child? That makes them learn how to harden their heart early. Because then they feel like nobody is there to protect them. And the only person is there to protect them is themselves. And the easiest way to protect yourself is to get cold. And that's normally what we do. You guys, my phone is about to die. And when I tell you, it's real. It's real. But God is here in this season to free us from it all and to help the next generation not have to know how to literally. The next generation will have all the proper tools, if they've been exposed to it, to be able to deal with the root of it. And for the next generation that know nothing about it, they will know nothing about it. Listen here, that's how we have to move forward in this thing. What you don't face, your kids have to face. And that's the thing what parents need to understand. I don't have kids because I promised I didn't want kids until I was properly healed, right? Because I didn't want to mess up the next generation. I take that real serious, because some people don't make it out of their childhood traumas. Listen here, when they say PTSD, listen, it's people that are dealing with childhood traumas that are literally taking them out of here as adults. When they having heart issues and they having all these medical issues because they don't forgive, and they literally are hurting people because they are hurt. Listen, let's heal, people. Let's heal. And it's a continuous healing process. And you heard me say I have to deal with myself. I took the first 2 quarters of this year off. What? So that I can heal on another level to be able to help others heal. Because if you don't heal, others will trigger you. And when they trigger you, you don't want to hurt. You have to be able to heal enough to deal with people, to be able to help them on that level so that they don't frustrate or hurt you. Listen. It's real out here, but you have to have discernment and maturity to understand that leadership just don't look cute for a title. Leadership comes with a demand to become. You gotta go within yourself on another level if you want to lead the right way. If you want to lead, you have to really heal. In order to lead, you have to heal, because if not, you're going to hurt, right? Because when you see others' greatness, you're going to want to try to minimize it because you don't feel comfortable with them. And if you see others' greatness, you're going to try to, you scared, or you don't want them to come all the way out of it. Listen, let's heal so that we can help instead of hurt. Let's heal on another level. God has put it in us to be able to make a change, especially in this hour. It's nothing like the season and the hour that we are in. I guarantee you, and mark my words. By the end of this year, Every single one of our lives will be different because you have the opportunity at this set timing that is in alignment to make this life and to get all that you need to get. Listen, look at my eyes. You have every single thing you need because nothing can no longer hurt you. You done seen everything in your journey that was designed to take you out. So now you have to level up, mature, and heal, and get out of your feelings and get into your purpose because it's people that need you. So allow yourself to fulfill your destiny and do whatever it takes for you to become your best. Remember, do whatever it takes. You heard what I say, whatever it takes for you to become your best, because only you can be you. And it's people that you are assigned to that's waiting on your testimony. God bless you all. Woo, woo, woo. Happy Saturday. God bless you all. I know this has been a live that has been on another level, but God bless you all. Thank you for sharing this video on out. I truly hope that I was able to just be able to encouragement to somebody on this video, because listen here, we are all in this thing together. Remember, God has blessed each and every one of us with gifts. Remember, God has only made you to be you. Nobody can duplicate you. Let me go on in here. Continue. Let me go on in here. I got to pick up this item. You see me, I'm like, Lord, me and technology. Let me go on in here. Blessings, Pastor. Blessings, blessings. Tomorrow is the big day for me. You guys pray for me. You guys, I am so grateful to be your Miss Florida 2019. I'm so grateful to be in alignment, to be of some type of assistance to those on my journey. I'm so thankful to have the level of clarity for this season, to be able to access the things in which only clarity can allow. I'm so grateful to be connected to each and every one of you powerhouses. I'm so thankful to know each and every one of you. I'm so willing to do whatever work I have to do to be of assistance to each and every person that I am to be assigned to. I'm so glad that we are all in position to win. You heard what I say. Let me say it again. We are all in position to win. Let me say that one more time because a lot of people don't hear. We are all in position to win. Just be willing to do whatever it takes for you to be your best. Remember, God has already assigned you to the glorious greatness and overflow for your life. Understand that God has already aligned you with every single blessing that you shall ever have. Understand that God has already equipped you with every single thing you will ever need, and understand that He will always provide you with all the resources and provisions that you will ever have to encounter on your journey. Understand that you just must be willing to do whatever it takes. God bless you. Understand that it is a blessing to be a witness to the blessings that God is doing on this earth. Understand that you are desired. Your desires of your heart are already granted, no matter what it looks like or feels like. Understand that the desires, you need to hear this again, the desires of your heart are already granted. Understand that God loves you like no one else loves you without you doing a thing. You can do nothing for Him to stop loving you. You need to hear that again. It's nothing you can do for God to ever stop loving you. You need to hear this one more time. It's nothing that you gotta do or can do for Him to ever stop loving you. Understand that any love that you looking for, you ain't got to look for nowhere else but within yourself, because the Lord is there. Understand that. I'm telling you, you are special. You are amazing. You are loved. You are cherished. You are adored. You are wanted. You are valued. Understand that. I need you to understand that. You are valued. Oh, Lord.
Everything alright. 'Cause now it's your time to shine, right? It's your time to shine.